Hi everyone, and welcome to this preview time-lapse version of Keeva's tutorial. So Keeva is the most beautiful German Shepherd, and I was really keen to do her as a tutorial because there are so many different elements to this portrait. As you can see already with her ear, I've gone in with so many different colours and some that you might not expect. There were purples there to do the flesh of her ear, and then I've gone in with slightly darker than I want to base colours, because then I will then go in over the top with my highlight colours and it will start to bring out those sort of orangey and golden tones. So obviously I did those colours intentionally, but what I mean is they're darker than what the end product will look like at the end. So I followed a similar pattern to what I always do. I've gone in and I've created those base layers on top of my outline. So I've used soft pastel sticks. I mostly use the Unison soft pastels because they're quite vibrant and they give you a really strong base color. And then I'm going in on the top with my pastel pencils, and I'm going from dark to light, and I'm gradually filling in those colors, getting that sort of soft look so that the colors sort of gradient together, and I'm creating those lovely highlights to bring out all the colors that pop at the end so that you can start to see those individual hairs and start to see the ear coming off the page. And then you can see I'm going in with the soft pastel sticks and also some pan pastels I'm using here. So I use the raw umber extra dark and the raw umber shade and the black pan pastels as well. And I'm just getting in the base layers, mapping in sort of my guide of where the basic colours are, basic tones are, and where the changeovers and crossovers in these colours are on her forehead, to then go in with the pencils, which I'm doing now, and start to get in the idea of detail. When you first go in with the pencils, you're not necessarily making details straight away. You are just building up those layers to map in what is going to come at the top when you finally get to that highlight. So you're not wanting to create details straight away, but you're gradually building up something that will look realistic as you get to the top of that sort of layer. And what I'm doing now is I'm just starting to put in her eye. I made it slightly brighter than it is in the actual photograph, but it's to make it pop more. If you really want your eyes to pop off of the page, you want your brightest whites, your brightest highlights to be in those eyes, and it just makes them really come off the page and really look, alive and vibrant. So then I'm moving across to the right side of the page, and again I'm using those pan pastels as well as soft pastel sticks just to get in that basic base layer. And then I'm going over the top with the pastel pencils, and again I'm creating that sort of middle range of detail, and then I'll go in at the end with the brightest colours, with the highlights, to make it start to pop off the page. I'm now starting to work in where that eye is, so I put in the basic outline of it, and now I'm putting in the details of it, so I wanted it to work together with the rest of the face. And that's basically where we got to with part 1 of the tutorial. So in part 2 we will come in and we will start to do her ear. If you would like to follow this in real time, then please do check out my Patreon channel, where you can see the whole portrait in, I think it was 3 hours, this part 3 hours and 5 minutes. So you can follow along to every single step as I do it. I explain everything I'm doing, tell you all the materials I'm using, and I also list everything that you need in the Patreon post, so you will get all of the reference photos and you will see everything that I've used for this. So please do check out my Patreon channel if you're interested in learning from me, and I will see you for part 2 soon. Thanks guys, bye.